Excretion. Today we will be going to learn about excretion. First we have to know what is metabolism, then we will learn what is excretion. Under normal condition, the living cell of organism, both plants and animals, work all the time in order to sustain life of the organism. Most of this work is done in the form of biochemical reaction. The sum total of the chemical reaction, which is also called biochemical reaction, taking place in living cell in order to keep an organism alive. So metabolism is equal to catabolism plus anabolism. So many different processes occurring in our body to sustain our life. So transportation, respiration, reproduction, the nutrition, excretion, these are all together called metabolism. It is of two types, catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism, it is a destructive process in which complex substances are broken down into simpler ones. Example is tissue respiration, other one is deamination of protein and amino acid. Anabolic reaction is a type of synthetic reaction in which simpler molecules are built up into complex substances. Example, photosynthesis, formation of new protein from amino acid, conversion of glucose into glycogen in the liver and muscle. There are two important homeostatic processes occurring in living organism which help to maintain the steady state. These are excretion and osmoregulation. So what is the meaning of homeostatic process? What is homeostasis? So homeostasis is the process in which our body maintain constant internal environment despite there is a fluctuation in the external environment. Example of homeostasis are thermoregulation, osmoregulation, excretion. So thermoregulation is the maintenance of internal temperature with narrow limits. Osmoregulation is the control of gain and loss of water and solutes. Excretion is the disposal of nitrogenous waste from the body. What are the importance of excretion and osmoregulation? So excretion helps in removal of unwanted metabolic waste product. Excretion also remove many toxic substances. Excretion and osmoregulation regulate the ionic concentration of body fluids. It's also regulate the water content of body fluids. Excretion is also very important process in regulating the pH of the body fluid. What is the definition of excretion and osmoregulation? The excretion is a biological process in which an organism gets rid of excess or toxic waste product of metabolism. So it is a process by which metabolic waste product and toxic materials are removed from the body of an organism. Osmoregulation is a process that maintains the amount of water and proper ionic balance in the body fluids. So osmoregulation occurs in some members of Protista like Paramycin and Euglena, which helps to maintain body temperature, and sometimes it also prevents the body to burst out. Excretion occur in both multicellular and unicellular organisms. Mostly the organisms are monotelic. So based on the excretion in other organisms, there are three types of nitrogenous waste. First one is ammonia, second one is uric acid, and third one is urea. Ammonia. Ammonia is excretory waste, and the organisms which excrete ammonia are known as ammonotelic. Example are sponges, coelenterate, and bony fishes. Uric acid. Uric acid, the organism which excrete waste in the form of uric acid is called uricotelic. So uric acid is least toxic. Example are birds, reptiles, and insects. Urea, the organisms which excrete waste in the form of urea are called ureotelic, and example are we humans, desert mammals, cartilaginous fishes. What are the differences between the ammonotelism, ureotelism, and uricotelism? Ammonotelism excrete waste in the form of ammonia. It is formed in the liver by deamination of amino acid. Ureotelism, the excretory waste in the form of urea. It is formed in the liver by ornithine cycle. Uricotelism is nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid. It is formed in the liver by ionogenic pathway. Aminotelism, ammonia requires least expenditure of energy for excretion. Ammonia is highly toxic. It is highly soluble in water and excreted rapidly in urine. Form of urine is a dilute. In case of ureotelism organism, urea is comparatively less toxic than ammonia. It has good solubility in water. It is excreted at slower rate and the urine is of concentrated type. The organisms which excrete uric acid are called uricotalismate. It requires high energy to be excreted. In excretion, uric acid is non-toxic. It is insoluble in water and it is excreted very slowly and of thick paste or semi-solid pellets. Uric acid, for example, are many reptiles including birds, insects, land snails. Ureotelic is we humans, mammals, most amphibians, shark and some bony fishes. Ammonia, ammonotelic is most aquatic animals and some bony fishes. Now we have to know about the excretory organs in other animals. Some excretory organs I'm going to discuss. First one is protonephridia, which is also called flame cell. So it is present in flatworms, which is also called platyhelminthes. Next one is about nephridia. It is excretory structure in earthworm and other annelids. Malphizian tubules are excretory structure present in most of the insects, including cockroaches. Antennal glands or green glands, excretory organs in crustacean like prawns. Now look at this table. Types of phylum, excretory organ, function, example. You can pause the video and read all. Protozoa are ammonotelic. Example is amoeba and paramecium. Porifera is also ammonotelic. Example Cycon and lichen. Phylum Coelenterata is also ammonotelic. Example Hydra. Platyhelminthes also ammonotelic. Phylum Nemathelminthes is also ammonotelic. Phylum Annelida is also ammonotelic. So these all phylums are ammonotelic. Now about the phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta, class Crustacea, Arachnida are uricotelic.